My name is Nancy Corrigan. I am an artist who's always done nature and art impressions of paintings, but today I'd like to promote Caran D'Ache Watercolour Crayons because they are so versatile, convenient, and fun to use. To do an impression of this beautiful tulip fake flower. So I'm going to just choose the lightest color first, and I'm just going to show you that I'm using this side of the crayon. So this is first dry watercolor paper and then just a dry watercolor crayon. So you're going to see shortly how this can become also a watercolor crayon. So I'm using the side of it and smudging, coloring. So the side of it is different than what we often do is using the tip of something where we get this linear line, and that's kind of neat too. The next color I'm going to use is a yellow. Even though we don't see yellow here, I'm going to get my interpretation to get a little brighter. And so right now I'm doing the same color and using the side of this, but it's automatically blending just by doing the rubbing and having it on top of the other color. Then number 10, Da Vinci flat watercolor brush. And so I got my little container of water here, and so right here with this water, dip the brush into the water, wipe it on the side so we're not going to have too much water on the brush. And we can kind of control that amount of water and what's going to, so now the color is more diluted and intense. Here is the watercolor of the watercolor crayon. I just love the sound of the fuzzy rubbing of the brush on that beautiful fluid 100 paper. Pointed brush now. Round brush. I'm doing this just to see how much water is on the brush, and this is another thing with it. This is used a pencil sharpener to sharpen this, and I'm just getting a good amount of watercolor on the brush. You notice that the brush kind of went a little feathery there for a minute, and I just want to make sure the brush is still going to be nice and round. You see that there's a fair bit of magenta pink on this now. There's a lot of magenta pink in this. Now I'm going to go in a direction like this using the side of the watercolor brush. So brushes like the crayons are made to use the whole of the brush, not just the tip. Why have this whole beautiful brush if we won't use? So see how I'm getting the paint from the watercolor crayons. Interesting to just control the amount of watercolor you have, because you can only get just that much. So I'm going in a curve in different directions. Now I'm going in this direction. There's more intensity of the magenta over here. I'm not going to cover the whole thing with magenta because now I'm taking over the other colors. The yellow is meant to be sunshine. Yellow brings out the sunshine in all the other colors, so it's not meant to be dominant yellow anyway. I can take this same magenta, which is my favorite color, and I can see ribs going this way, and then I can see like a spinal bone. Go one petal at a time, and I'm going to use this as a line. So this is dry now. I don't have any water on the crayon right now because I just want to see this line for now. So I'm using it as a drawing instrument. And this is very important to get the base of this tulip, the base or the foundation of the whole flower. That makes sense? So when you're drawing, it looks firm. Now this is rubbing the side of the crayon. And then it's called, just paint that line so it looks like it's into the rest of the yellow. And there's kind of an orangey color in here now too. I'm going to rub this a little bit so it looks a little bit more here. And it doesn't matter that it's not a continual line now. It looks more a part of the whole flowers. So it kind of gives it a misty on this flower impression that it's kind of fun. I like it. And this is for a watercolor crayon Caran D'Ache class at the end of June at the Paints